So I'll make it a point that it will be a discussion session where we can just input all our knowledge, whatever we know, whatever we have read, whatever we have understood, we can share with each other. So now concepts and navigation basics. Now let's take a situation where we are buying a new gadget, electronic gadget. The electronic gadget what we have not used before. So something when new is given to us, we don't know how to operate over it. So we use something to get knowledge and we call that as a, a user manual, right? So now this Workday core concepts and navigation basics, this chapter is just like user manual given in our hand. So before we could start with what is Workday, how it operates, we should know what we should do with Workday and how the operations goes on. So this chapter is going to give us the informations just like a user manual. What this is gonna be discussing for today. Navigation overview, user interface, landing pages, search functionality, find workers report, HCM core concepts, business object framework. Workday user interface. You know what is Workday? What is this user interface? What is user interface is it is a interaction between the user and the computer system. Now, if I want to interact with you, what will I ask? If I have any doubts, take for example, I call upon Miss Caroline. I ask Miss Caroline, this is my doubt. Please, can you explain me? And she explains me, and I say, okay, I've understood this much. Can I ask some other doubts? And I ask her. She interacts with me. This is called as interaction. So this is the interaction between me and Miss Caroline. Just like that, the interaction between the user and the system computer system is called as the Workday user interface. So in Workday, we are doing something. Again, let me give another example. Now, I want to know the compensation that is being given for one of my reportee. So what I do, I go to search box, I type as compensation, matches compensation will appear, and that I choose. So that is interacting system is interacting with me. Then I'm choosing no, I want only this category. I want only the HR department, details of the HR department. In that I choose over I want the information of only this particular candidate. The system again gives me when I click over it, the system gives me the information. So I'm having an interaction. So Workday, the user, that is we, and the system are interacting. So this is called as Workday user interface. The interaction between the user and the system. Now this is the general idea of Workday user interface. Now, what is the most important advantage of Workday? And Jay sir used to often tell us that uh, Workday is a hot cake that is of great demand in the current industry. So, what is really making Workday a hot cake of that is of a very great demand? It is the cloud computing. So, before, as professionals, maybe some are bit seniors, you might have experienced even practically any of the official work we can do only in the office because only the particular system we can do it. We cannot use our personal computers or we cannot use our laptops, we cannot use our electronic gadgets to do official work because everything that IP address, everything should be linked. So that becomes a mandatory for us to do any official work. We have to use only those gadgets. But now, what is the advantage? What Workday is having? Any gadget that just have internet facility, I can do my official work anywhere in any part of the world. It made so simple, right? So that is actually making Workday the most demanded concept in the industry. Now, that is also seen here as the first point. Can be accessed using any internet browser. Can be Firefox, can be Chrome, any internet browser. If I just have internet connection, yes, I'm done with Workday. I can do my official work using Workday. The second point tells us uses familiar website features to provide navigation, functionality, and layout. This point tells us that Workday is user friendly. It doesn't have any complications. Okay, this, that, too many informations, nothing like that. It's so simple. So any familiar website, a common website, if we go and how we use it, it's just like that. Workday is made so simple, user friendly, that anyone who picks up little bit of knowledge can operate it on it very easily. So user friendly. The third point tells us presents multiple different ways to navigate and take action in the system rather than navigating to standard menus. So we might have seen other applications where standard menus are fixed. The menus will be there and the submenus will be there. We cannot see such things in Workday. If standard menus and submenus are fixed, what becomes the disadvantage is the user should know even a small thing, even a small subdivision. If I should go and operate on it or do that task, I should know where that subdivision comes under which menu. Only with the clear knowledge of all the menus, submenus, I should learn it. Okay, like by hearting it, I should do it. Okay, so only then I can operate. It will follow a particular formula where I should know that formula. Only then I can do that task or even find that task. But here in Workday, it is not using any particular formula. There are multiple ways to navigate and take action. To do a work, there are different ways to do it. It's not only single way. If I want to travel from Chennai to Delhi, it's not that I have to take only a car and go by roadways. I can opt for railways if I want. If I opt, even I can go for airways by flight. But my end point is what? I have to move from Chennai to Delhi. Options are there. It's up to me. Same thing, Workday is giving multiple ways to navigate. It is not the same single formula. You have to follow only this rule. No, multiple ways to navigate and take action. So that is also one of the main advantage of Workday. The fourth point tells us uses hyperlinks for easy navigation. So what are these hyperlinks? So hyperlinks are the electronic documents. Okay, when we open any electronic document in the computer, that will be having another document with which I can connect. Now take for example the information of the trainees of Workday. uh, Maybe let me take Mr. Ashok. Okay, so Mr. Ashok is a job profile, everything will be there. So somebody, if MD wants to check over Mr. Ashok's job profile and what is he doing, his report and everything, in that who is he reporting to? He is reporting to Jay sir. Now Jay sir's profile will be given as hyperlink, where if MD or any other top management want to check over Jai sir's profile, they can check over, okay, he's in this position and so many people are, he's placed at, located at Switzerland. So now this is called a hyperlink. Now whose profile was checked? Mr. Ashok's profile was checked. Now with Mr. Ashok's profile, whose information is being seen? Who is he reporting to? And any top management who have security access. Okay, so this is called as hyperlinks, easy navigation. So one document if I open, it will lead me. It has some links where I can click on it. So that will be given just like here. Here you can display something in blue color, right? If I click on it, it will be connecting me to that. Same thing. These are called as hyperlinks. Now the next one, the next point tells me buttons and icons initiate actions. So just like I'll have some comparison with our common gadget, what we are using, our mobile phones. Okay, so mobile phones are just using it. It is not the same. I'm just showing you a doll of elephant and telling, see, this is how elephant looks like. Okay, I'm just using example of mobile phones to show you this is the concept of Workday. The concepts are also similar to it. It's not the same, it's similar to it. Okay, yes. So just like in a mobile or in a laptop, okay, we have some kind of symbols, buttons, icons. Where I want to hide, I can hide it. Where I want to show the details, I just click on that and it shows me the details. Where I want to save it, I just click on the save button and it saves the information. If I want to cancel the last transaction, what I did, I can just give a cancel button and it deletes the transaction. Okay, so all this is happening using the buttons and icons, just like our system or mobile phone, whatever we are using. And it also have, you can see the search box. Now this search box is the most powerful tool in Workday, because it is like, okay, it is like whatever we want to know, we can just go and type in search box, it gives us the information. Okay, whatever task we want to perform, we just go to search box, we type it, we can perform that task. Okay, it is so powerful in Workday. So it is not only the buttons and icons. For anything that I want to know or I want to do, I can use the search box also. That is also an alternative that is given in the Workday. Now the last one contains customizable home pages. The term customizable is very important for us to understand. So contains customizable work home pages that display commonly accessed information and actions. Okay, so example, home and workbench landing pages. Flexible meaning is it can be altered, it can be rearranged, it can be tailored according to our needs. That is called as customizable. Okay, so what is tailoring? What I prefer, I I do the changes according to my own need, how it fits me. Just like that, the home page of Workday, it is not a fixed one where I can make my own changes. I can rearrange, I can alter, I can customize it however I want it to look like, so that I can have easy access over the informations or even the actions. Okay, so these are the details in Workday user interface. Now going to the next one. Now this is the sample of the Workday user interface. A sample. Now, as I told you, the most powerful tool, here's the search box. And you can see here, these icons are called as worklets. We'll be seeing in detail about this again. And you can see a gear icon here. And you can see the name of the employee, Logan McNeil. And we can also see the profile picture of the employee. Now, this is a sample of a Workday user interface. Now, worker profile menu. Now, how to get this worker profile menu? As I told you, this is the sample of Workday user interface of Logan McConnell. So, if we want to go the informations, if you want to click over all the important things to know, I can just click over the name or the profile picture. I get the informations what I need of. So that is what is given here. The profile menu can be accessed by clicking on the worker's name or picture icon on the top right hand corner. So I just either the name or the profile picture I click. So you can see the informations, okay, the actionable or the reports or whatever I call it, everything I can have it. Right. So this menu provides easy access to some key areas of Workday that can be leveraged by user. So what is leverage is the maximum advantage can be taken, is called as the leveraged by user. So all this, when I just click over the name or the profile picture, so all the key areas are opening where I can just click on whatever I'm need of and do my actions or task, whatever it is according to the requirement. Now we will walk through each of these menu items to understand the purpose of each. Okay. So now Workday landing pages or worklets. Now, what is meant by landing page? After giving the credentials, that is the username and password, we click it. The page that opens is called as the landing page. We generally use the term as home page, but since here you are having two terms, okay, two different pages, so it has been categorized as home landing page and workbench landing page. So that's the reason why they are not using the term as home page, they're using as landing page. So soon after the credentials, we click the page that opens is called as the landing page. Now we can see here there are two uh, Workday landing pages are there. One is called as home landing page, and other one is called as the workbench landing page. Now, workbench landing page again we'll be seeing in the same after few slides. We'll be seeing that in detail. But this is something very important. You can see the term that are available based on users security access. Now, what is this users security access? Some security access will be given to the users. Okay, some security access will be given to the users. What is the purpose of giving security access? What it actually does? Now let's take for example Workday. Whatever information is fed to it, it is like ocean, right? So whatever information is fed to it, we can just take all those informations, whether we can do the task or we can take the reports, we can do anything using the Workday. It's so powerful. Now, since because it is having all the informations, can all the informations be given to everyone? It doesn't sound right. Yes. Now let me give an example. Now the compensation. Maybe the team head, okay, can access over and see or make changes on the compensation package of his reportees. But will it that be good for the same team head to give access for the all other employees in the organization to look over their compensation? It doesn't sound good. Okay, so it is having all the informations, but it cannot be given access for everyone. So who should be given, who not to be given, what to be given? Only their functional areas will be given to them. Now take for example the MD of the organization or board of director. He's been given the security access for the whole company because they run it. But being the HR person, I'm given the security access only for my department. I need not worry about the finance details. Okay, whatever comes under my range, under my control, my authority, responsibility, under my work, I can have the security access. That is what is talking about user security access. Okay, the next one, landing pages display a collection of worklets to allow users to quickly view data and perform tasks. Now I told you this is a sample of Workday user interface. So soon after giving the credentials, so this is what appears. Now you can see all these icons, or we can call them as tabs. So all these tabs or icons, we call them as worklet. Okay. So now take for example as a HR manager, okay, Mr. So and so, Mr. X, he wants to go and check over the compensation package or the team performance. So what he does, he goes to the he types as compensation and all the related pattern matchings will be displaying. Then I choose over it. It's not essential to go and always opt the easy task. If I have those important tasks or actions or the work that I have to do, I can just convert the task into worklets and have it so that I can easily access over it. I need not go to search and do each time. I can just click over it and I have to go with the other work. I mean, other completed. Fine. So that is the advantage of having these worklets. Now that is what is being explained here. Okay. So Landing pages display a collection of worklets to allow users to quickly view data and perform tasks. It may be for viewing the data or to perform tasks. These worklets will be helping us. Okay. Now you can see the next point, third point. Worklets can either be required or optional to identify security groups. Okay. So worklets, it can be required or optional. Now, I would like to read the next one also, so that because it all talks about the same thing. So, worklets can be either required or optional, right? Now, let's see the next point. Landing pages are customizable by the user. So, we saw the meaning of the term customizable. That is, it can be altered, tailored, or rearranged according to our own preference. We call it as customizable. Okay, so the landing page, that is the page that opens after we giving the credentials, is called as a landing page, and it can be customized. And in that landing page, what actually plays the main role? The worklets, because we have converted all the tasks into worklets as icons or tabs, so that we have easy access over them to either view the data or to perform the task. Now you can see, coming back to the same term, required worklets. So you can see here, required worklets remain on the page and cannot be removed. Sorry, required worklets remain on the page and cannot be removed. Now again, I'm going to give an example of our own electronic gadget, our mobile phone. In our mobile phone, we have lot of applications. There are few applications which will be there mandatorily found. Can we go and delete the contact information from our, the contact folder from our mobile phone, or the keypad from a mobile phone? It's not possible, right? So certain required worklets cannot be removed. Just like a mobile phone, certain apps or applications, it cannot be removed. It is inbuilt. Okay, it is, we call them as inbuilt, right? We cannot remove that. Similar way, in worklet, the required fields will be there, the required worklets. Now if I'm a manager, my team is something required, I cannot go and say I don't want this worklet, I'll remove that worklet. No, I cannot remove it. What can be customized is, we can see here the next point, optional worklets can be removed, and additional worklets can be added. Now in my mobile phone, if I want to have a dictionary, each time I need not go to Google search and search for the word meaning or its pronunciation. So what I did, I just download a dictionary and keep it, so that whenever I want, I can just put the word in it and I can check over its meaning or its pronunciations. Okay, just like that. For the task what I'm performing in Workday, I can add any worklets or the optional worklets. If I feel that I'm not maximum using it, let me remove it, I can remove it. So that is possible. Okay. So these are the information that is being given as worklets. So in this page, what do we understand? We understand about what is landing page. That is soon after the credentials, the page that open is control types, home page and Workbench landing page. I have not yet touched with what is Workbench landing page, since because I have a slide again. Okay. Then we saw what is meant by user access, which is the most important term that we should understand. Then we saw about worklets, how the landing page can be customized, how the worklets can be either it can be grouped or it can be added or it can be removed, but the required worklets cannot be touched. Okay. So this is what we understand from this page, this slide. Now, home landing page. Again, we had lot of information. Now this is the home landing page. So home landing page, as I go back, we saw there are two types of landing page. Home landing page, whoever is using a credential and entering will be having a home landing page. But workbench landing page, it depends upon again the user security access. Okay, all will not be having workbench landing page. Only according to the user security access, it displays. Now this is the home landing page. As I told you, this is something common for everyone. Maybe the employee is a full-time employee or a contingent worker or it's a manager. So okay, according to their own needs, they can just work self-service. Okay, for a manager as well as for the worker, this home page landing page will be helping them. Now you can see the dashboards, you can see the My Team Worklets, you can see all other worklets here displayed, and even you have a personalized page. So this symbol is not new for us. We often see the symbol in our own mobile. We call that the settings in our local language. Okay, so this gear icon. So just like that, okay, how we go to settings. So what do we do? The display of my phone or the volume, whatever I want to change, the brightness or the wall picture I want to change, or the home screen I want to make changes. So any kind of changes, we customize our mobile phones according to our needs. The same way, here I can personalize my page however I need. Okay, so that is the information about the home landing page. Dashboards. So what is this dashboard? Now dashboard is, you can see here, I can just, we can understand it using the same term, houses key management reports and actionable items. So what are the two important things that we do in our profession? One, it's reports. Next is the task what we need to perform. Okay, what are the reports that we are generating or whatever we have to look at? So that is one important work that we do. And the other one is irrespective of the department. Okay, and the one is actionable items, the work, the actions, the tasks that we need to perform. So this dashboard is having both the most important, that is the reports, as well as actionable items in one location. If I open over the dashboard, if I click over the dashboard, okay, even we saw that the dashboard is also made into a worklet. So if I click over dashboard, I can get the key management reports and all the actionable items, that is the task that I need to do, perform. Okay, so all that will be in one location. So you can also see what is the advantage that Workday is giving. Standard dashboard intended for managers, distinct functional areas. So, what is mandatory for a manager or any other professional in their distinct functional area? For a HR manager in his own HR department related works and all that will be there. For a finance manager, maybe his related works and all the informations and reports and actionable items will be there. So, Workday itself has been standardized the dashboards intended for managers in distinct functional areas. It is not only that, even it can be customized. So apart from that, he can also customize, or he or she can also customize according to their needs. So even those informations can be added to the dashboards. Okay, now my team worklet. So my team worklet, so this is just giving the information about the worklet my team. So if we click over the worklet my team, there are two things that are displaying. We can see one is actions, the next is view. Okay, so under view, it tells us the reports. So what are the reports that a manager has to view or create or pass on? So everything. So that will be here in the view column. And we can see the actions. The actions is the task that has to be performed. Okay. So only people with direct reports will see this worklet displayed on their home landing page. Okay. So this my team, only those who are direct reporting will see this, not all others. Okay. So that is about my team. Personalized landing pages. So we spoke a lot about landing pages. We saw a lot of informations about landing page. Now it can be also personalized. So what are the main things that are visible in the landing page? It is the worklets. Our tasks being converted into worklets, and which is required worklets will also be there. And even if you want to add or remove some worklets, even that can be done. So that is what we saw in the previous slides. Here you can see this is how it has been done. You can see here some plus symbols are there. So whatever worklet we want to add, we can add it. It's optional. If we want to remove it, we can remove it. It's not mandatory. And the order of it can be adjusted or rearranged according to our need. Okay, I want this particular worklet which is I'm often using to be in the front first, the next one. Even the arrangement of the worklet can be customized. Okay, so that is personalizing our landing pages. Now the next is inbox. So after worklets, something that is most important is inbox. So what is this inbox is, you can see here actions tab. So this inbox is not like our mail inbox. No, not at all. The main inbox, we get whatever informations or whatever things that we get is passed on to us, we get in that inbox. Now here, this inbox is not the just the information, it is the actions tab. Okay, so actions tab. Actions means we need to perform something. So only that is called as the actions tab. Now here again you can see two tabs. So when we open main inbox, you can see two tabs. Here you can see one tab and here you can see another tab. Okay. So what this actions tab displays is outstanding task. Okay, outstanding task, approvals, and to do required of the user. So what all the tasks I have to do, right? Take for example as HR manager or as a team head. Okay, let me assume as a project head. As a project head, maybe there are 10 projects under my control. So what are the projects that I am doing? So what all the tasks I need to do in that? Maybe under me there are 10 reportees working, performing their work. So they'll be giving me, passing me some informations or asking for approvals. I should check over those approvals. I need to approve it and I have to send it to the required departments wherever it has to be sent. So all that actions has to be done. So that is the action tab displays outstanding tasks, approvals, and to required of the user. The list can be sorted. Okay, this list I need not even. I can even take for example, three of my reportees are sending information for their leave application. I can sort them as the leave applications. I can filter them, and I even can give bulk approval for all three. I can give at the same time. Okay, I can approve their leave, or if they're asking for some reimbursement, what they've spent, okay, in their official work, maybe as a sales person, if they have spent something, they have sent me for reimbursement as a manager. I have to bulk approve all that, maybe three or five at the same time. I can do it. So that is what is being given here. So all the actionable tabs, okay, the works that has to be done, the task or the approvals, so whatever it has to be done, that will be getting displayed in this inbox. Now archive tab. So we saw inbox has two tabs. One is action tabs. The next one is archive tabs. So archive. So even this term is not new to us. Archive in our inboxes, in our common inboxes, also we see this term archive. So what is this archive tab? Is it displays historical actions and business processes. Historical in the sense past. For how long? Past in the sense for years together? No. That happened within last 30 years. Sorry, 30 days. Fine. So what is archive tab? Archive tab displays historical actions and business processes. What happened in the past, okay? Not in the present, what happened in the past. For last 30 days, whatever has happened, the reports or the task or whatever it's been done, approvals or everything will be there displayed. And from here, you can cancel. So either the actions like canceling or rescind. Rescind is the disapproval. Okay, I just disapprove it, or I correct the business transactions, the process. So whoever's having that security access can do it. So that is about the archive tab. So in inbox, again there are two tabs. One is the action tabs. So this action tabs is what the work that has to be done, like task or approvals or to do the list. Everything will be there displayed. It's not that I can even need not go one by one. I can group them and even I can bulk approve. Even that option is possible in the actions tab. And next one is archive tab. So archive tab will be giving all the historical actions and business processes that happen before 30 days. Okay, last 30 days, where it is not only viewing it, again we can see, again I can do some actions. It's not just seeing it. I'm not just seeing it. I can again do some actions like canceling it or sending it or correcting the business processes. All those actions are again possible. So remember the term action. Okay, actionable items are only present in inbox. It's not just for information, actionable items. Right? Next is notification. Now, this is the other part. Okay, so long we saw about inbox where only actionable items are present. Notification here, nothing to do with actions. It's just like passing some information. Okay, it's just like passing some information. Even in our mobile phones we have this notifications, right? So whatever applications we have clicked, okay, yes, we have allowed for notifications, so all that information get displayed whenever we use our mobile. So it's just like that. The purpose here, it's not just like that. The purpose of notifications in Workday is it displays some informations, right? Now you can see here notifications option displays a user's notification regarding business processes and alerts such as birthdays and time off. The list can be sorted and filtered. Okay, the list can be sorted and filtered. Whatever is there, we can sort that and filter it here also. But the bulk approval was possible there. But here, as I told you, notifications, these are just informations. Okay, there's nothing like taking action. Bulk reading is not possible. Okay, bulk reading is not possible. We have to read over one by one. Bulk reading is not possible in notifications. Fine. Now take for example, here they have given example of delegation of admin IT department. Employee named Rashmi is being given, they're delegated with that work. Now this is the information. Okay, this is the information. I have nothing to do with this. I'm just given information that so and so person has been delegated with this work, or maybe some appointments, or maybe some birthday reminders. Okay, so all these informations will be given in the notification for us to know it. So nothing to do with action or taking doing any task, is nothing like that in notification section. Next is workbench landing page. So coming back to workbench, I left this term in the previous slide. So landing page, so can anyone tell me what is landing page? The common meaning of landing page?
So it's a home page.
Yes, it's a home page. Soon after the credentials, very fine, good. Soon after giving our credentials, we click the page that opens. We call that as our landing page. So landing page of two types. We call that as a home landing page, which is common for everyone those who are using a credential and clicking it over the workday. Now workbench landing page, as I told you earlier, it is not only for uh, not for everyone. It is only for certain people with security access. Now, who are given the security access for this workbench landing page, or who will be having this workbench landing pages that you can see? It is being provided to technical administrators and implementers. Okay, for technical administrators and implementers. So, easy access to the tools which is being needed to create and manage custom reports or calculated fields or analytical indicators or administrative tasks and reports, only for those people who are doing all these tasks or all these work they are authorized to, will be having this workbench landing page. Okay, so home landing page is common for all the employees, those who are having the credentials with them. Now, but workbench landing page, it is only for the technical administrators and implementers, not for everyone. The next is favorites. The term itself tells us its meaning, favorites. Now, can anyone else fix what is my favorite? Okay, my mom cannot fix it. My husband cannot fix it. Even my children cannot fix what is my favorite. It's my opinion, and it's my wish, and it's my desire. So your favorite is also the same. Okay, so this page provides access to a configurable list. It is not like required list, nothing Workday will be giving. Okay, because it's purely of the wish of the employee according to their own uh, requirements. Okay, they can configure, it's configurable list, that is customizable or altered or rearranged or what terms, other terms are there. So altered or tailored, I can use any term, right? So that is called as what? Configurable list of favorite business objectives, task reports. So whatever is my, you can see here in this page the business objectives, the favorite business objectives, or the favorite task, or the favorite reports, favorite custom reports. So all that can be brought into, it can be customized or configured by the employee. So favorites can also be used when searching in prompts. Okay, this also displays custom and shared custom reports available to the user. So this is the function of favorite. And W drive. So what is this W drive is? We can see here it's a virtual report repository. So what's the common meaning of this term repository? A storage space, a storage area is called as a repository. Okay. So like having our cupboard. Okay. In that cupboard, what I'm gonna keep? The virtual reports. Okay. As storage place where I'm keeping the virtual reports. Now, this is a, it has also has its own importance. Now let's see how it is important. The W drive is a virtual report repository where you can store generated reports. So all the reports that have been generated can be stored or saved in this repository storage area, and we call that storage area as W drive. So this is not a mapped drive on the computer. It is not a mapped drive. Okay, it is just a place where you store all the generated reports. Now, what is the importance of this? Why have been given a special importance and kept as W drive? Again, going back to example like a project manager. So under the project manager, there are 10 different projects going on, and he is dealing with 10 different clients. Okay, maybe some software giants like Wipro, Infosys, TCS. Uh, Okay, there are a lot of clients are there for the particular project manager where he's doing 10 different projects with 10 different clients. The number of reports that he'll be generating every day. Okay, whatever is to be sent to the client, whatever is to be given to the top management, whatever is to be shared with the subordinates, there are so many reports. Now all these reports, if I want to go and check over it or I want to have a copy of it, I need not go and click on to where I send it, to whom I send it, when I send it. I need not. Okay, so whenever I generate a report, I can just place a copy in this repository storage place, that is W drive, so that whenever I'm need of it, I can just take it. Okay, so we can see here almost all workday pages and reports can be exported. Okay, all the pages and reports can be exported to Excel or PDF file. And you can also see a printer icon here, which means it's not only the soft copy. If I want an immediate hard copy of a report, I can just click on it. I can get a hard copy for any kind of references. So that is the importance of W drive. So it is a virtual report repository where I store and save the generated reports. The next one is documentation. Fine. So documentation. It provides direct access to Workday community. Workday documentation can be used to obtain information on attributes of objects, system, or procedures. Now, let's make it as a discussion, okay? Because so what is the difference between this documentation and this W drive? Because only this much is given. Even in the I didn't see giving any further information. This was not discussed much. But let us discuss. So what might be the difference between the documentation and W drive? So whatever it is, even I'm a trainee, right? Like you, friends. So you can share anything. It will be a knowledge sharing for me also. Even I'd like to have more information. I have kept something in my mind. Maybe that's right or wrong. I just want to have as a discussion part so that all can do it, because I can see many technical people are in the team who can give me. I am pure HR background where I don't have any idea about the technical things. Yes. So what will be the difference with documentation? Even I can see here, Workday documentation can be used to obtain information. Even here there are information on the attributes of objects, systems, or procedures. then what will be the difference between documentation and what will be the difference between W drive? Yes.
Yeah, so the name documentation, I think that's where the confusion lies. So, what I understand based on that web page we see in the PPT is that
Okay.
it's actually a portal to Workday community. So, Workday community, what I am assuming is it's actually like a online forum where you can discuss and ask questions about Workday, and it's like a social network for Workday
Yes.
users.
Yes. Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Daniel Henry. Fine. That was great.
I hope
So
that's the right answer, but yeah, we should verify
yes,
that
yes.
just in case.
Okay, yes, we need to verify because it's up to our how we assume and how we perceive things as we read. Even I assumed it or perceived it in the same way as Mr. Daniel Henry have done. Okay. Because the first sentence gives us the information, provides direct access to Workday community. Okay, Workday community. Take for example, okay, the previous one I go. So this W drive, can any other person can look at this information what I'm having in this reports or whatever I've saved? It's not possible because it's my own with my own credential I've just saved in my drive. Okay, for my own purpose. Okay, but what is this documentation is if a particular report. Okay, if a particular report, take for example, that might be used by various other departments. Okay, so what can be done is it can be even put in the documentation section where the whole or the with the people with the security access have a direct access to the Workday community. They do not even disturb me each time. Okay, what is that document? Because that is the report that has to be sent to all other departments. Each time I need not do that also. So within the same concern, when they are in need of it, they can directly take from this documentation because it provides direct access to the Workday community in general. Fine. So that is what is the difference, what I feel. But only when we enter into a direct technical session, we will understand better. This is what I feel, as even our friend Henry have felt the same. Okay. So it's the difference between W drive and documentation. The next one, help. So help is like any kind of okay beneficial things what we get is the same thing. Even Workday is providing direct end users to training and help documents. Customers can specify the training and help websites URL in Workday. Okay, it's like any user who is in need of any kind of help can just click over the help section and get some kind of help whatever it need of. Okay, maybe that my account. Okay, so what is there in the my account? So allows the user to change your preferences and password. Okay, so it is not the same password. Whatever is being given can be used. I can change the password, the credentials. I can change it according to my need, and I can also change. Okay, we can see there are a lot of things given. I can change default location is there. You can also change the preferred location. There's a default language display is we can also change that into a preferred language display, and even the currency you can preferred currency it can be changed so that all other reports will be viewed only with the currency as the USD or INR. Okay, so we can see like that. So such kind of customizing or personalizing of the account is also possible in my account. Now search functionality. Now, what is the search functionality? See, we saw in the first one, the this is the landing page. In the landing page, we can see the search box. As said earlier, this is one of the most important tool in Workday. Okay, anything and everything can be done using the search box. So, located at the upper left-hand corner of the page. So, it is the fastest way to find reports, tasks, and objects in Workday. Any kind of reports or tasks or objects what I want to do in Workday, I can just type it. I get all the things that is uh, fed into it. Type ahead predictive suggestions. So I need not even type it fully. Before I could type whatever is matching, that result will be displayed. So that is being given in the third point. Type ahead predictive suggestions, return common matching results to which you have access based on your security configuration. Okay, so whatever is under my own security access, so all that informations, okay, whatever I'm typing, whatever is matching to that pattern matching, they use a particular term called as pattern matching. If I'm typing something, whatever pattern matches with it, all that will be get displayed before it can even type it fully. The third point. The next point is system returns all matching objects. Okay, that is the pattern matching, and actions that a user has security permission to access. So as my security access is being done, okay, whatever is being permitted to my own security access, whatever I'm typing, whatever pattern matches to it, everything is being generated. Okay, whatever it may be, the objects or it may be the actions or tasks, whatever it is, it gets displayed. Okay, I can do that. Allows for shortening of words and prefixes. Okay, so even we saw example of supervisory organization. It need not be a full one. Supervisory organization can be just SUP and organization is just ORG. Okay, shortening of words and prefixes allowed, but misspellings are not allowed. Okay, if I give a wrong spelling, it is not possible to pattern matching will not work in that way. But indicating a category to the left of your search results page allow you to target your search to an area of interest, thereby more accurate results. Now we go to the search box. Okay, we go to the search box. We type something. I take the same example of compensation. If I type compensation, all that patterns that matches with compensation, all the reports or the details or the task or the actions related to compensation will display. In that, I need not take, for example, some 6,000 results are getting displayed. Can I go and check on all 6,000? It's not possible and it's a waste of time. So what I do, I go to category. So when I click on to search, I also display something called as a category. In that, compensation, for which department I can choose, for my own department, HR department, in that HR department, for which team, or in that to which candidate. Okay, I can just go and click on to it. Okay, that category will be helping my to just filter certain things, and whatever I'm interested area only will be displayed, so that I can do it much faster and so that has been the importance of category. Okay, after giving search, it's also the category I can choose. Okay, I can also choose over the category, so that only those informations belonging to the category will get displayed. It's just like some filtering. Search prefixes. So the same example here, there are a lot of prefixes for particular business objects such as workers, organizations, and business process by using search prefixes. Okay, so there are some short words being used. It is not the whole thing, need not be typed. So you can see, to find all search prefixes, you have access to type question mark. You have to just type question mark in the search box. Okay, you will be given the list of search prefixes. So search prefixes are case sensitive and end with a colon. Okay. Here you can see the examples. They are case sensitive, right? We should not give capital letter. Okay, that is case sensitive, and even end with colon. So we call those as prefixes. So when we know, okay, once we are using, so business process is BP colon, organization is ORG colon, and okay, to find employee or contingent worker, we use worker colon. Okay, so all these are the prefixes that have been used, right? And how do we find it? Okay, you can just put a question mark, and even to know what are the prefixes that are being used, we can do that by just typing the question mark in the search box. That prefixes we can find. And here you can see how they have done it. They have just typed the question mark in the search box and they click it, and here you can see all the uh, terms, objects, and their prefixes are given here. Okay. So this is how it goes. So find workers report. Okay. So find workers report. So the find workers report can be used to filter search results by various criteria. Okay, we can filter it by various criteria such as location, job profile, and supervisory organization. So we can use any of these filters to identify the workers report. Workday displays search phases on the left side of the find workers page, and phases are non tenanted, that is it is workday owned. Okay, that is we cannot work on it. Okay, it is being non-tenanted. Tenanted is we own it, right? We just pay the tenant and we own it. But here phases are non-tenanted, it's owned by Workday, and they correspond to generic categories such as location. So they so find workers report, it can be on such categories like location, job profile, or supervisory organization, and all these is being non-tenanted and it's Workday owned. So each facet contains one or more facet values. Facet values are tenanted. Now we can see that certain concepts like location, job profile, so these are non-tenanted. There we cannot go and alter it. We cannot do changes. But under that each facet, under location, okay, under location, I can do it according to my own requirement. Now location is what? Is a non-tenanted or it is a facet. Okay, it's facet or it is non-tenanted. Under location, what is it? Is customizable, where if I want to specific, take for example Workday, there's nothing details like areas in Tamil Nadu, interior of Tamil Nadu. Okay, we are having even now employees working, trainees working from different parts of Tamil Nadu. So I'm from Kanyakumari, you're from Chennai, some other from Tirunelveli or Tanjavur. Okay, so all these places are not even mentioned. So what I can do, I can add these locations. It's possible, but location, it is owned by, it is non-tenanted. I cannot do anything with location. But inside location, it is customer's tenant where I can add anything according to my own requirement. Right? For example, the non-tenanted facet of location would display the customer's tenanted values of specific locations such as Chicago. Okay, so that is the concept that we need to understand. It may be like jargons using non-tenant and tenanted. It's very simple. Okay, location, so some key areas, it cannot be touched, it is being owned, it is being created by Workday. So inside the key areas, we can make any changes according to our own needs, whatever is the requirement. As you select a value for any filter category or facet, the Find Workers page dynamically updates the resulting list of workers and facet value counts. Okay, so whatever we are selecting as a filter category, okay, maybe we are selecting location as a filter category or job profile or supervisory organization. So automatically the page dynamically updates and the results will be found accordingly. This report can be used to compare up to 5 workers at a time. Okay, it is not single one worker at a time, not like that. We can compare at a time, at the same time we can compare over 5 workers. So that is what is being given in find workers report. So you can see the same thing what we discussed. You can see that it is displaying the results of uh, I mean more than people at the same time. Okay, so okay, now it's almost like the user manual is over. Okay, how to use it, what are the things that are facilities that are found in Workday, it's been covered. Now going to the next important topic, that is Workday HCM core concepts. So what is Workday HCM core concepts? So these are the Workday HCM core concepts. We are studying except the security. Okay, I we have seen that all other core concepts are being split into different chapters, and we are learning over the different chapters. So the first one is supervisory organization. We know this is the foundation of Workday HCM. Okay, so what is the supervisory organization? This type of organization groups workers into management hierarchy. So it gives us the hierarchy, okay, from the top till the bottom. So what is the hierarchy of the management is being clearly segregated and defined well. So who reports to whom, so who, what way that information has to pass or channelized. So everything is being defined clearly using the supervisory organization. So this type of organization groups workers into management hierarchy, that is from the top till the bottom. Next is staffing model. So under staffing model, it defines how jobs and positions are created and filled in supervisory organization. So once the now all HCM core concepts are interrelated. It is not that it is different, it is different. So each and every core concepts are interrelated. So we know that already. So once the supervisory organization is fixed from the top till the bottom and how the hierarchy has to follow, the next is the positions and jobs, how it has to be created and how it has to be filled in the supervisory organization is being dealt with staffing model. Then job profiles. So it defines the generic features and characteristics of a job and the position that is built off that profile. So after building over, okay, after defining or creating or maintaining the staffing model, job profile, it has to be clearly mentioned in a particular job for this position. What are the things to be done? And giving a clear picture of about the roles and responsibilities will be taking place in a job profile. Compensation. So we have seen about compensation. It is the umbrella term for compensation which has a lot of components, okay, or parts like grades, grade profile plans. So everything put together we call that as compensation. Security. Excuse me. A security group is a collection of users or a collection of objects that are related to users. It is just like the security access. We are using this term commonly from the beginning, like security access. Okay, so all will not be given access to everything. Now, financial department is a very crucial department in any organization. All will not be given access to a financial department and the details in it and the reports in that. It's not necessary. So, whatever is coming under our responsibility, our authority, okay, according to our core distinct functional area, only that will be given access. And we commonly call that as the security, right? And the last is business processes. So, it is a sequence of one or more tasks that accomplishes a desired business objective. Okay, so it is not one or more tasks that accomplish the business objective. We call that as a business process. It takes place in steps from how it input goes and how the process goes and how the output comes. So the steps taken to accomplish a business objective, we call it as business process. Okay, so business object overview. So what is business object? Now, before going to business object overview, I want you all to look at this one because the picture speaks more than the words. Now we can see that example is being given as business object employee. Okay, so a business object is employee. So under this business object, there are a lot of small boxes given as name, position, address, phone number, compensation. So all these are the related business object. For the business object employee, what are the related business objects? All these comes under the employee objects, so which comes under it. And under position, okay, the related business object, we can see job profile, management level, job classification. Okay, so this is the object. So we can select, as I told you, the powerful tool search box. So any kind of business object or even the task or even the report, we can just search in it. So if we just type as employee, we'll be getting all these objects that are related to employee. So in that employee objects, if we click on to any one object, it goes to the other. Okay, so these are the related objects that belong to position, and in that we can click over whatever we need, that is the job profile or the management level or the job classification. So this is the outline picture of the business object and an example of employee as the object. Fine, that is what is being given. So here now we can understand better. Workday uses business objects to store data. Okay, to store data, it is being using business objects. So we saw example of employee. We can keep that in our mind. Related objects are automatically linked together. Okay, we need not go and check it individually. Under employee, we can see that the name, phone number, or compensation has been given to it. And under position, again, job profile or management level or job classification is already given into it, right? And related objects are automatically linked together. Business objects contain a set of attributes and association with other business objects. So now take for example one business object we check, it is not only that, it is also associated with other business objects. Now we can see the other business objects like maybe the supervisory organization. Okay, so when we click onto the supervisory organization, that opens and that gives us the information of the other object. So all are interrelated, associated. Workday uses an object action interface. So as I told you, interface is an interaction. Okay, so it is object action interface. So when I choose over the object, in that object I can do any action. Performing of task is also possible. Okay, this object I'm choosing over the object of employee, not just to view. Okay, if I want to go and make some changes or edit, or I want to add something, even those actions is possible. So Workday uses an object action interface, which means you can take action on objects. Okay, I can do perform any task on that. There are two ways to take action. Click on the hyperlink to get additional details. We have already seen what is hyperlink. Okay, if I open electronic document, I have the hyperlink. If I click into that document, I mean that link, it opens with another electronic document. So that is called as hyperlink. For additional details, I can do by that, or click on the related action icon to perform an action on the object. So anyways, as we have seen already, there are different ways to perform the same task. It is not only one channel. There are different other channels to do the same work. And we saw this already.